Alrighty, welcome back to Final Fantathon and Hollow Month 5. It is good to have everyone back. Final Fantathon being our casual let's play through every single Final Fantasy game, main series Final Fantasy game, and Hollow Month 5 being our biggest event of the year, where we celebrate Halloween all month long with some spoopy games, and we got Boney here chilling. It's a good time. It's good to have you all back. Today we're going to be taking on this Tower of Doom yet again. But this time we're a bit more prepared. We got gold needles. And I didn't really buy any potions, but I'm not too worried about that because Maria can heal us and she can get all of her MP back with Osmos. So she can just pretty much keep us all healthy forever. So, not too worried about that. So yeah, let's do it. And Gus can still speak Beaver, so we're gonna be all right. Is that in the Switch version? You talking about the so right before we started the YouTube video, we were talking about the magic defense bug in Final Fantasy VII and how it was fixed in the newer versions. It's actually fixed in every version other than the original PS1 version. So if you're not playing the original PS1 disc, it's fixed. Or the original PC version from a million years ago, which no one plays. So the Steam version, Switch version, PS4 version, actually, I guess I don't think the PS3 version fixed it because the PS3 version is just a port, like just a regular port. So, but like PS4 version, Switch version, all that stuff, Steam version, it's all fixed. Which, you know, is pretty weird because, like we were talking about, it wasn't, so for those of you that don't know, I should probably explain what it is. In Final Fantasy VII, in the original game, if you equipped an armor that had like 50 magic defense on it, it wouldn't actually give you 50 magic defense, it would give you 0 magic defense. And that was true for all armor in the whole game. Now, magic defense still worked in terms of your character's, he's cursed? How do I get rid of curse? Does this get rid of curse? Uh-oh. I don't know how to get rid of curse. The cross? There we go. Hope I don't get cursed again. The magic defense still worked on your characters, like, with their stats. Their spirit stats still increased their magic defense. But, basically every armor in the game had 0 magic defense. And for the newer versions, starting with the Steam version, they fixed that. Which is a good thing, because it wasn't something that the developers intended, it was just an oversight. But it does make the game a bit easier than the original, and the original was already kind of easy. It's one of the biggest complaints I have about Final Fantasy VII, is I think it's a bit too easy. So yeah, kind of inadvertently isn't the best change, but I'm still kind of glad they did it, because it is kind of a crappy thing that they didn't intend. Probably one of the biggest glaring flaws in any PS1 game that I've ever played. Like, you would expect that out of, like, an NES game, not a PS1 game that was made in 1997. Like, just a stat straight up not working at all. It's pretty silly. And that's why I say a lot of times, like, Final Fantasy VII is an amazing game, but it is very flawed. I mean, to the standard that Squaresoft was running at that point, there shouldn't be entire stats that just aren't working. That's pretty bad. So anyways, we've had a really great week this week doing Hollow Month stuff. We've been running through all the Doom games. Right now we're at the final OG Doom pack that was officially released. It's called Plutonia Experiment. We're going to be doing that later today. It is the hardest of original Doom packs that aren't like mods or fan-made. And it is very, very difficult. And I'm actually pretty worried because we're going through it on Ultra Violence no save, which means I can't save in the middle of levels. I can only save at the end of levels. And some of the levels are going to be very, very difficult to get through in one shot on Ultra Violence. So it's going to be an interesting journey. Plutonia Experiment does not screw around. Also, we've been having this internet issue for a bit, as I'm sure you guys have, because we talked about it last week, so you probably remember from last week. Seems we finally figured it out. We've gone 5 streams now without there being a problem. And would you believe, I know you're not going to believe this, I know it's going to be like, what faces in the chat, but it was actually my ISP's fault. I know, I'm shocked too. Turns out, when I called them and said, is it your fault? And they said no, it was a blatant lie. And it was them the whole time. And I simply changed ISPs and now it's fixed. I guess there is a slight chance that it wasn't their fault and that the new ISP just has enough upload speed to circumvent whatever problem it was, but I'm pretty sure it was their fault. And I'm pretty sure, when I had the new ISP guy come out and install the service, I told him about it. And he said that there's a good chance that they just didn't do anything to combat the congestion from the virus. Like with everyone being home, there's just a lot more congestion. And they probably just didn't do anything to combat that. Because, who would, other than a good company. And that makes actually a lot of sense to me. I didn't really ever think about it that way. I was kind of thinking of it as just like, oh, they don't really cover my area that well, or whatever, but he brought that up. I was like, that's actually a really good point. I bet you that is part of it. And that there's just a lot more people home now, and they already, probably don't cover my area perfectly. So then with all the extra people at home, everyone just has spotty internet. An oxymoron, a good ISP. Holy cow, Darth with the $100 donation. Holy cow, we just blew up the Doom counter. We're only like 4K away now. Holy cow. Darth for the unannounced Mass Effect Trilogy remaster that seems like it will be completely legit. So when the Mass Effect Trilogy remaster comes out, we'll add it to the trophy list. Awesome. I've never played Mass Effect. I've heard many good things about Mass Effect. I've heard that the last one had like the worst ending of all time or something. But I heard like some of the other ones had amazing stories. Was it the third one that had like the awful ending? Any Mass Effect fans out there? Yeah, maybe we don't play Plutonia today. Maybe we play Pirate Doom. Yeah, I had heard that it was, like, pretty awful. You finished Kingdom Hearts 1.5? Nice. Have you done any of the post-game stuff yet? The original one had some good post-game, but 1.5 actually has some amazing post-game. Yeah, gotta love when the game gives you a bunch of choices and then they don't matter. Gotta love when the game forces me to swim through lava too, that's my favorite. Yeah, honestly, like, the post-game in 1 is really, really good, but I would not blame you for just jumping to 2, because 2 is an incredible game. I know I'm biased. Kingdom Hearts is, like, one of my favorite series of all time, and I grew up with it, and I have a lot of emotional attachment to it. But anyone that's ever played Kingdom Hearts, 2 is almost always their favorite, so... 2 is just the best game in the series. Even if it's not your favorite, you usually agree that 2 is the best in the series. It's just a really, really well-made game. So. No, Cards is Chain of Memories. 2 is just a 5,000 times better version of 1. At least in terms of the combat. It's also where the story becomes the Nomura special. Story gets real exciting. Quote unquote exciting. What's up, compiler? What's up, Vintage? Is it wrong that you like Kingdom Hearts 3? No, I love Kingdom Hearts 3. It has its problems, but I love Kingdom Hearts 3. I was really fortunate in that I played Kingdom Hearts 3 before looking at anyone else's review of it. Because if you look at anyone else talk about Kingdom Hearts 3, it's nothing but negative, and then it just makes you feel like it's a bad game. But it's definitely not a bad game. Oh my goodness, Sari with the final 3,757 that we needed. Let's go. Pirate Doom happening later today. That's going to be awesome. I can't wait. Thank you so much. Thanks to everyone that helped us hit that goal. You guys are incredible. We got some exciting Pirate Doom later. And our next goal is Ultimate Doom X, which is regular Doom. But, just add, like, 7,000 enemies to every room. It's pretty crazy. It's like a super difficulty mod. So that'll be exciting. But man, Pirate Doom later, let's go, I'm so excited. I can't wait till you guys see Pirate Doom. When I first downloaded it as, like, a potential for this event, I was like, you know, sounds cool, but I don't know how cool, like, I don't know if it's going to be worth it. And then I realized that the enemies also become pirates, and I was like, okay, this is the one. I was thinking maybe it was just Doom Guy that was like a pirate. You got, like, pirate weapons, and then, like, you fought on boats or something, but no, it's like the whole thing. The enemies are pirates, the sound effects is pirates, the guns are pirates, everything's pirates. It's amazing. Hey, how's it going, Fox? I gotta make sure I watch my HP. How's it going, Lovey? Arg, my biddies, all aboard. Oh, by the way, Mega Man. No! Let's go, Monkey Wrench. So anyways, what was I talking about before Pirate Doom? I forget. Oh, Kingdom Hearts. So, yeah, I was very fortunate to actually just buy Kingdom Hearts 3 and then not look at the internet for the next 2 days and just play the game. Because I had such an amazing experience with it. And then I saw everyone's complaints and I was like, I agree. And now looking back on it, I can see all of its flaws. But I had such a great experience with it my first time through that I wouldn't have had if I had looked at everyone else and just been like, you guys are right, this game is garbage. Oh, I'm gonna pass on that. And yeah, Kingdom Hearts 2 certainly has its issues as well. Very convoluted story for one. But the combat in 2 is just so good. It's just so good. Ice gloves. I don't really feel like ice gloves would be very good, like in real life. If I was a boxer and I had a choice between boxing gloves and ice gloves, I feel like I'd take the boxing gloves. Why are pirates good students? Because their grades are always in the high C's. Where are my mods? Get this guy out of here. Yeah, also, since when is high C a good student? So, I mean, you're passing, but I wouldn't call it good. Hey, how's it going, Sonic? Good to see you, my man. Maybe if you were strong enough to wield ice gloves, it could deal some damage, but good luck picking them up. I think I want to go top right, but I want this chest first. Does Osmos work against bombs? Yep. He put the hashtag in, so it should have worked. Donations work automatically. Which, yeah, that's quite the huge vote bomb for Final Fantasy 13 too. That's exciting. Something has to try to take over Tact, because Final Fantasy Tactics has been winning since day one. Ooh, this is nice. Get all my MP back. It went towards the name, not the game. What's the is the hashtag? Do the hashtag wrong? Oh yeah, he put FF in the hashtag instead of just regular, yeah. Okay, yeah, let me... Should be able to grab the thingy here. Yo, Shotgun with the 26 months. Welcome back. Thank you so much, dude. I think we need to plop that in the mod channel because it's too far up my conversation with Mavic now. I have to keep scrolling up our conversation to find it. It's too far up now. We'll figure it out. If you remember it, go ahead. If not, I'll figure it out later. We will remember, so. Do I want Bolt or Fire? Pretty sure the Dark Flans were Fire. Against Fire. No, it's all good, Darth. It happens. Yeah, like, I wanted to put FF in all the hashtags, but that was making it a lot longer. Because there's like 30 hashtags that put FF in every single one of them would be a bit much, so. Yeah, all the flans have different food names. Sometimes it kind of, it's kind of cool to see how unique they were with the enemies in these games. So in some of the later games, they weren't as inventive with the monsters. A lot of people like to point out Final Fantasy X, how, like, Final Fantasy X only had, like, 20 different enemies, and then they just changed, like, color. They'd have, like, a red flan in one area, and then a yellow flan in another one, and then a blue flan in another one. But they did that with, like, all the enemies. Because, like, with flans, it's pretty normal, but then they do that with, like, the wolf enemy, and just have a lightning wolf in the lightning area, and then a fire wolf in the fire area. Why are you putting meme in it? No, that's not right. That's not right. It's not, it's not a meme. I mean, it is a meme, but we're all memes here, but it's not a meme. No, I'm just the worst streamer ever because I didn't put the command in the mod channel. Blame the streamer. Bad streamer. Let's do something like that. Dude, I'm so hyped for Pirate Doom. I have to 100% X2 if it gets picked. X2 isn't that short. Plus 100%ing X2, I'd rather sew a 4/8 blanket than do that. It'd be less tedious. X2's 100% is very tedious and not fun. If it was fun, I'd do it. It's not very fun. Enemy strikes first. How much for a 4/8 blanket? Depends on how much you want to spend on the material and how long you want to take making it. We tried to get my wife to make 4/8 blankets for everyone. She passed on that. So you have to do it yourself. Hey, how's it going, Dio? Hope you're having a good week. Yeah, I don't know how hard Pirate Doom is, so I don't know if trading it for ultra hard Plutonium Experiment is good for my sanity. You have done well, but you must defeat me to proceed. The Beefy Mage. I still love the glove that the Beefy Mages have. Ice 12? He's evolving. Oh my god, Omni Chair! Super Fuzz with the Omni Chair. We had Omni Chair last week too, didn't we? Dude. Epic. Let's go. Bring in the boy. Bring in that boy. Who's sitting in Omni Chair today, boys? We got to sit in Omni Chair today. It is Hollow Month after all. So we gotta go spooky. We gotta go with the spooky special guest. So it's gonna be the virtual boy. Now that's spooky. I'm spooked just thinking about it. I do not have a Doom Guy stuffed animal. Or stuffed thing. That'd be pretty cool. Yo, Zero, thank you for the 13 months. And Barf, thank you for the 100 bits. Too spoopy for me. Need a stuffed bony. One day I'll sell stuffed bonies. We'll do a stuffed bony fundraiser. The absurd merch. Probably stuffed bonies. Stuffed bonies and stuffed Omni chairs. Yo, it's Craig, not Greg, with a tier 2 sub. Let me get some foam in the chat. That's a tier 2 sub. Also, it's Craig. So, thanks. Thanks for all the misery. Just kidding. It's not you. We know it's not you. You're not the real Craig. Not the Craig from Square Enix. You're the better Craig. You're Craig 2. Re-Craiged, reloaded. That actually would be really cool. I'm gonna have to look into that. Because I know some streamers have done, like, stuffed animal sales before. I don't know who they used, like what company they used or whatever. How's it going, Bribo? That'd be cool if we could do like a fundraiser. We could do stuffed bonies. Yo, PS5 Alex with the 31 months. Let's go, dude. Thank you so much. I hope you have a pirate hat. I do not have a pirate hat. But yeah, we could do like... Maybe I could do like a stuffed animal bony. And we could do like the same thing I do with the donations and bits for the channel. We could do like 10% of the proceeds go to charity. We could do like a fundraiser. I guess it would depend on how much... Oh, God. I guess it would depend on how much they took out. Like, what would actually be 10%? You know what I mean? If they took like 80% of the funds, then 10% would be like 10 cents. Wouldn't be worth it at that point. Oh my God, Furion, why? Don't do that. Thank God it was Gareth and not Maria. No, I do not have a PS5 pre-order yet. I wish I did. Did I talk about the stupid GameStop thing yet? I don't know if I talked about it on a Friday yet. I don't wanna repeat the story if we talked about it last week during Fantathon. I feel like I probably did. That was the biggest crap show I've ever seen in my life. I'm still mad. I know we talked about GameStop, but did we talk about the PS5 pre-order that they did? Got the Spellbinder, that's good. Yeah, it was the biggest crap show ever. Yeah, if you weren't here, long story short, they basically made a fake page that said you were in line for a PS5, but it was actually just their way of making their site not crash. So a bunch of people, including myself, stayed on that page for like 6 hours waiting for it to say, now's your turn to get a PS5, and it was never in line for anything. It was just a fake page. And there was also people camping out at GameStop since, like, the day before. And they walked in and they were like, we have 3 PS5s. Like, some of the GameStops actually got, like, 3 PS5s. So, excellent work. Excellent work, GameStop. I need MP. I don't think this will get me MP, but I'll try it. Maybe the... Oh god. I forgot, you can't use Osmos on the dead guys. The Chimera and the Doom Pedals worked though. The charity you support should be one that helps GameStop employees quit and find different jobs. Well, we did have one person that's a friend of the show that used to work at GameStop and he quit, and we supported him as he found another job. So, literally same thing. Mission accomplished. Oh, we definitely don't need that. I'll just use this. What is Hermes? Shoes with haste effect. If I equip this to Furion, he doesn't, like, get haste, does he? That'd be epic. I can't equip it. Oh, there it is. Quickens target, increasing attacks. See, but he still has to use it, though. So I don't think that counts. Yeah, if he had haste, he'd be like shiny. So yeah, he's just holding the item. I was just curious because, like, some items, especially in Final Fantasy 1, worked weird. Like, you could use them and they'd give you abilities, so. Wow, 50. That's pretty good. Yeah, I like the Chimera sprite. I like a lot of the sprites in this game. I think I talked about it like the very first episode, but I actually really like Furion's sprite, like the regular sprite you walk around as. Game stop, more like stop, 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 please stop. Hey, see you, Craig. Have a good one. More like game lead. I hate making fun of GameStop because I really did love it back in the day. But after all the stories I've heard of people that I know having terrible experiences working there and going there, it makes it hard not to pick on them. Also, ow. Hey, poison actually does some damage. This song is so good. Why does Berserk always miss? Furion got it. 11 damage. Excellent. That's not good. Ow. This guy just takes like no damage. Oh my god, through my shield. I don't know what the deal is with this boss. All the other ones are so easy, and then this one is just like insane. I don't do like any damage to him. He does like 1,000,000 damage. Gus, speak Beaver. Speak Beaver and defeat. Maybe I can turn him into a toad. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what it is about the Thunder one. He just does not screw around. I think what we'll do is we'll get to the Thunder one again and then teleport out and save. So I don't have to keep getting this stuff over and over, and then maybe try to figure something out. But like, I haven't even stood a chance against this boss. He just one-shots everyone. Except Gus. I might also start spamming poison, because poison seems to work pretty well against him, but I only have like level 1 poison. Maybe I'll start trying to level up poison. Attack of the Beavers. Just gotta use Attack of the Beavers. Yeah, even my strength boosting stuff like Haste or Berserk. Berserk like almost always misses, but even like Haste doesn't really help deal much damage to him. He's way too tanky.
What am I gonna do?
What am I gonna do? Thank you for the 101 people. Oh, Junior, thanks for the 99 bits, by the way. Thanks for stopping by. How's it going, Sid? Beavers of the Round Table. What do they discuss at the Beavers of the Round Table? Yo, Bribo with the 5,000 bits! Holy cow, foam in the chat. Man, it is ecstatic today. It is energetic today. Yo, PK. How's it going, dude? Wow, thank you so much, dude. Been into an audiobook lately. Audiobook series. You gonna tell us what it is, or just leave us on the edges of our seats? I don't really want to fight this, but these imps are jerks. Yeah, look at that damage! That's what it's called. Audiobook the series. Stormlight Archives. I think I've heard of that. Unbelievable. This is why you don't fight imps. Gareth is fine. He's just taking a nap. It's hard to call Gareth useless when Gus brutally murdered him. Like, I don't think that's Gareth's fault. Our tankiest member just murdered him with an axe. Like, I think he'd be pretty useless too if that happened to you. Well, this is over. Oh, never mind. Came to his senses. God, poison is just really bad against anything that isn't that boss. At least we leveled up poison a lot that fight. This is Craig's vacation home. The Tower of Craig. It's crazy how MP works in this game. My life spell is level 1, so it only costs 1 MP. So it costs 1 MP to revive someone. That seems pretty good. And poison only costs 1 because it's only level 1, so I can just spam it. As I said last week, I'm really starting to see a lot of the problems with this game's, like, level up system. It's such a great idea, but it's just really flawed. You know, the idea of using my spells to level them up is really cool, but the issue is that poison has been garbage the entire game, so there's been no reason for me to ever use poison. But now I have this boss where poison actually does decent damage, but I have to spam poison the same amount that I've spammed every other spell in the game up to this point, just to get it to the level where everything else is. And, like, that just feels awful. You know? It's kind of like, you know, in Final Fantasy VII, it trades your characters in and out a lot, but one thing it does do is it gives your characters that are inactive a little bit of experience. So at least they stay within the same realm, you know? If you don't use Cait Sith the entire game, he's not going to be level 7 when you pick him up finally. And I almost wish they did something like that with the magic in this game, because suddenly needing poison and having it be level 1 with 0 experience is a problem. You know? And it's not exactly fun to sit here and spam poison to level it up. When I'm already leveling up spells while using them, that's fun. But when I need to spam one specific one for this one specific fight, it's not fun. It's just kind of grindy and boring. Luckily for me, I have to get up this tower anyway, so I can kind of use it while I'm going up the tower. But still, it's making all the fights harder because I have to use crappy poison. How's it going, subs? Like, you basically have to punish yourself in order to level stuff up. And no one really wants to do that. They'd rather just not level it up at that point. Yeah, like, or use the cheaty method. Which obviously wasn't intended, but almost makes the game better. Yeah, we talked about that last week, how, like, magic really does not feel worth it. You put so much time and effort into making one spell good. Whereas, like, Furion and Gus just smack for 1,000 every turn. It just feels really underwhelming. And I'm sure if you get one of the best spells in the game and spam the crap out of it and get it to level 20, it'll do massive damage. But is all of that work worth it when you can just hand an axe to Gus and be like, Gus, swing axe? And he does 1,000,000 damage, you know? It just doesn't feel like, it's very underwhelming. I feel like maybe just, if magic leveled up a bit faster, if you only had to use poison like 10 times to level it up and not like 100 times, that would help a lot. I feel like you have to use the magic way too much to level it up. Or at least have like the lower levels go faster. Because I think Poison 1 to Poison 2 and Poison 9 to Poison 10 is the same experience, right? You should be able to use Poison 1 like 4 times and get Poison 2. And then maybe to get Poison 20 you gotta use it a lot, like that's fine. But I shouldn't be stuck at Poison 1 for so long. This is faking. But even if it went faster, I still feel like it wouldn't be super worth it. Also, why does poison not poison anything? Does it just have that little of a chance? But it is a status against me. So Ultimate Doom X is like a super difficulty mod for Doom. It's actually the original Doom maps, but there's like 5,000 times the enemies in every room. Like the very first level, when you turn right, there's a cyber demon just chilling out. Like that kind of difficulty. Okay. There's a chest over here I'm trying to decide if I want it or not. I finally got poison too! Look at that damage! Actually not that bad. Better than I thought it was going to be. Yeah, it's doing double the damage of the first one, and that's pretty good because it was doing 100 damage on level 1 to that boss. So if we do some quick maths, it could potentially be doing 200 damage to the boss now. That is exactly the fight I wanted, so I could do that. There's certain things I really like about this game. Like, I really like Maria, to be honest. Because I actually feel like I'm doing stuff with her. Like, I have a weapon that does damage, I have magic, I have, like, Osmos to use on certain enemies to get my MP up. I can heal the party with her and revive people with her. Like, that's cool. And then I realized that my other 3 party members are just attacking every turn. And everything else I do with her doesn't... anything else I try to do with them just kind of fails. Yeah, I've seen it. I haven't, like, played it or really looked at too much of it, but I've seen it. One interesting thing is that the DS version actually has a completely different translation. It's a completely different team that did it. And, or not, sorry, not the DS version, the Game Boy Advance version. There's a whole different team that did it, and they shortened a lot of stuff for the Game Boy, so it would be, like, quicker to read. But it's also a lot better. The translation in this one is pretty poor. Well, that's the thing, like, it would take a long time to get any of my other characters to the point where their magic would do anything. I've done nothing but spam magic with Maria the entire game, and her magic still isn't as good as any of their attacks. So, yeah, it definitely doesn't feel worth it to try to get their magic up to a point where they could use magic.